Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Allegheny. Today is Thursday, February 18th, 2021, and it is an A-Day. I'm your host, Sam Proscorn, and here are today's announcements. AP students are reminded that test registration is approaching soon. The deadline for registration is March 1st. It is now scheduling time for next year. All the information may be found in the course request and scheduling folder in your class Schoology course. Students are reminded to watch the course selection video, attend the class Google Meet with the counselors, and then schedule their conference with their counselor. An opportunity for juniors and seniors that have failed required graduation coursework during semester 1 of the 2020-21 school year. Students will have March 1st through April 8th to complete recovery work. Students can work at their own pace. A content-certified teacher will be available Monday through Thursday for assistance. If you are failing a course at the end of the first semester and would like to take advantage of this opportunity, please click the link in your class Schoology course to enroll. As always, you are welcome to contact your school counselor if you have any questions at 301-722-3601. Up next is a preview of another course program opportunity with a look at Peer Connections.
Hi, I'm Anthony Dell, and you're watching Disney Channel. I'm just kidding. I'm here to talk about Peer Connections and what it's about.
Hi, I'm Emma Lawrence. I'm a junior at Allegheny. This is my first year in Peer Connections, and I really like it. Even though we've been virtual, we're still connected, and you feel like you can share anything.
Peer Connections is a class, which means you can add it to your schedule and to your course selection, and you can be in the classroom with us every single day. You can choose to be in a semester run or have 2 semesters, which means you would be for the full year. Peer Connections is also a program, which means once you're in Peer Connections, you're in Peer Connections. That's it. You can be in each of the classes each semester, and they build on one another. So once you've gone through the application process and the recommendation process, you're in and you're ready to go.
Hi, I'm Emma Piles, and I'm a second-year Peer Connections member. When school was in person, Peer Connections was responsible for hosting many events throughout the school year, such as the PBIS events and the Camper Carnival at the end of the year.
You're probably wondering what we learn and do here. Well, we basically just chill and learn life skills. It's pretty cool. One of the main benefits of this class is that it's a safe haven from the stresses of school.
One word I would use to describe this class is fun. Mrs. Dunlap does a wonderful job in teaching.
Hi, my name is Cole Wetzel, and today I'm going to be speaking to you about Peer Connections. To me, it is one of the most fun classes that I have. For Peer Connections, no one in there will judge you. So if you have anything that you want to say, you can feel free to say it. If you have an idea for a PBIS event, speak up and feel free to say it, because Ms. Dunlap and your fellow classmates will take into consideration what you say.
Benefits of joining Peer Connections are making friends and working with kids in all different grades, and then getting to help around yourself.
The coolest thing about Peer Connections is that we do all sorts of things together as a group to work on being great campers in 3D. Essentially, we work on being dependable, we work on being determined, and we work on being dignified. We follow the growth mindset, we set goals and achieve goals, we work on habits and motivation, we support each other through academic successes, social growth, and emotional development. It's a really great thing because it also builds on each other. So as you continue through the program or continue through the classes and the courses, you gain these leadership abilities that take you into the future. We figure out what you're supposed to do with those SAT, PSAT, ASVAB scores, and start really working together to develop a strong sense of community and sense of self.
One of the main benefits of this class is that it's a safe haven from the stresses of school and stuff. And if I had to describe it in one word or two, I'd describe it as awesome.
If you're interested in joining Peer Connections, you can do it in 2 different ways. You can talk to Miss Dunlap about it directly, or you can talk to the guidance counselors in the office. So that's all I have for you today. Make sure you get something to eat and something to drink.
Wakanda forever. God bless America. See you later.
Now let's check out the weather with Eric.
Hey everyone, here's an update on today's winter event. Allegheny County is currently under a winter storm warning, and the warning will expire at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Here is the current snowfall forecast for Cumberland, Maryland. We're expected to get 6 to 8 inches out of this winter event, and the heaviest snowfall should occur between 4 a.m. this morning and noon today, so it will end a little quicker than probably you're expecting, and that's where we expect the bulk of the snowfall accumulation. And then it is possible that towards the end of that time period, towards noon, we mix in with a little bit of sleet as the snow rate tapers off and the bulk of the snow bands move out of the area, but it shouldn't be too much. After noon, we could see some light on and off snow showers, and then later this evening and tonight, it is possible we could have another burst of snowfall, which could add to some of the snowfall accumulations that we're going to already have through noon. And then snow showers will gradually taper off as Friday morning goes on, and again the warning expires at 6 a.m. on Friday. So if you do have to go out and travel today, tonight, and into Friday morning, just make sure you slow down and use caution and stay weather aware. It's possible that this forecast could change, so make sure you check your local weather sources. So that's all for this update, everyone. Stay tuned.
Thanks, Eric. Now on to sports with David.
Good morning, Allegheny. Welcome back to sports. I'm your host, as always, David Miller, and there's not a whole lot going on in the world of sports currently, so there's not a lot to jump into, but we're going to go ahead and get into some NFL news starting out. So in NFL news, the Houston Texans have recently parted ways with defensive end J.J. Watt, who, if you ask most people, is arguably the greatest player in the history of their franchise. The reasoning for this release is because J.J. wanted out of Houston. He made that very apparent after the just joke of a season the Houston Texans had, a season that ended with J.J. Watt actually apologizing to the fans and saying that this shouldn't be how football is played, which is hilarious because the Houston Texans were just awful. I mean, the Bears beat the Texans. That tells you how bad they were. But after that horrible season, the horrible management of trades, the previous offseason with the DeAndre Hopkins trade, and then now news that Deshaun Watson wants traded, Houston's just kind of a garbage fire currently, and I don't blame JJ for wanting out. He's older, he wants to go get a ring, he has a little bit of talent left, so a team would want to bring him in. So a team like Buffalo or Green Bay, or the team that he's been linked to the most, Cleveland, would benefit greatly from bringing in someone like JJ Watt. Now, I know a lot of people want to see him go to Pittsburgh to play with his brother TJ, but like I said, he wants to go to a contender, and Pittsburgh isn't one. Speaking of the Pittsburgh Steelers, quarterback Ben Roethlisberger, his future is currently up in the air with the team. In an interview recently, general manager Kevin Colbert said, quote, "As we sit here today, Ben is a member of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He reiterated to us that he wants to continue to play, and we told him, quite frankly, we have to look at this current situation." Now, the current situation he is referring to is Ben Roethlisberger's massive cap hit. Now, obviously, towards the end of the season, Ben Roethlisberger kind of fell apart. He was coming off an injury. He had a decent season up to that point, but he's obviously not the way the Steelers want to go looking forward at quarterback. He's old, he's not as good as he was, and he's making a ton of money that he, quite frankly, just isn't worth. Now, if they can figure out a way to restructure his contract, they'll probably be fine, and that is most likely what is going to happen. But I'm going to say it now, if something were to happen where Ben Roethlisberger were to get cut, I wouldn't be shocked. And finally, in NFL news, sadly, this past week, wide receiver Vincent Jackson, who played for both the San Diego Chargers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the former three-time Pro Bowler, passed away at the age of 38. As of now, it's not known what he passed away from, but he was found in a hotel room in Florida. So rest in peace, Vincent Jackson. And finally, in NBA news, the Detroit Pistons and forward Blake Griffin have decided that Blake Griffin will not play for the team going forward until they have decided whether they're going to trade him or buy out his contract, which just means they pay him the rest of his money that he's guaranteed now, and he becomes a free agent. So basically, Blake Griffin is not going to play for the Pistons anymore, and this comes about a week and a half after they decided that they are going to trade their other good player in Derrick Rose. So now the Pistons are going to be one of the worst teams in the league with some young potential, but overall they're kind of going to be lacking any sort of star power. So I'm sorry if there's any Pistons fans out there, but the future's not looking too bright for this season at least. But anyways, that's all I got. Make sure you all stay healthy, wash your hands, social distance, wear your masks, all that good stuff. Back to whoever's hosting.
Thanks for watching. Please stay safe and remain healthy. We will return on Monday for more AML.